Big Question on WFM 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. You're welcome this afternoon to The Big Question. Big Question is where we get to have conversations on societal issues. We talk about real life conversations, real emotions, and the conversations that society oftentimes avoid. I'm your host. My name is Finfulua Kiremi, and today's conversation is one that hits close to home. This is something that is currently going on that a lot of people are not aware of. And this show, The Big Question, happens every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays by 12:05 p.m. right here on Women Radio WFM 91.7. Today we're talking about something that I said is really, really happening and we all need to pay attention to. And the big question for today is, why do so many people suffer in silence, even when surrounded by family and friends? And I'm saying this because yesterday we heard that Nigerian's Nollywood actor, Alex, was reportedly confirmed to have passed away battling cancer after battling cancer for a few months, and this is something that a lot of people were not even aware of. Even its close friends were not aware of until the time of death. And this is to say, why do many people keep quiet about what they're going through, the issues that they face, even despite having family and friends around them? The Nollywood actor died at the age of 40 after he kept his illness private for a very long time before he later eventually died at the age of 40. And for many Nigerians, Alex Ekubo was more than just an actor. He was a charismatic, talented, fashionable, funny, and one of a kind actor in Nigeria from different movies, that we've seen him act across the world. He's such a great person. Hearing that this kind of person had to die because of cancer was really, really heartbreaking. And today that's what we want to talk about. Sometimes the people who smile the loudest, they are fighting the biggest battles that you can ever imagine. Someone who you see laughing and smiling and giggling and happy and excited, they are going through issues behind the scenes. They are going through difficult challenges, difficult times behind the scenes that you are not even aware of. You don't even know about it. You don't even know that this person is going through this particular challenge or this person is going through this particular issue, because many times when we then see, because I remember that Alex was going through some backlash from people on social media late 2024. People were insulting him. Oh, he is this, he is that, and you don't even know what this guy was going through. A lot of times we are so quick to judge people. Oh, this person is getting lean, and you're just like, you never chop, they chop, waiting they worry, you just are insulting the person. Maybe somebody is adding weight, you just are insulting them. Oh, see how big you are, you're as big as this, as you just are insulting people without even knowing what they are going through behind the scene. And what has happened to Alex is just a proof that let us be kind to the people around us. Let's be kind to those around us. Sometimes when somebody tells you I am fine, they are not really fine. And it takes intentionality to actually detect whether someone is fine or not. I know that some people listening now might be saying, me say if I know fine, I beg. How many people I want to check on? How many people say don't check on me, right? I know that we also don't have people who check up on us, but as much as you can, even if you can't check up on everyone, there are certain people in your life that you should put as priority. And it begs the question this afternoon: why do people stay silent? That's why they still keep quiet about their silent struggles. Why do you think that happens? Why do you think people keep quiet despite having a lot of people around them, despite having family, despite having friends, despite having colleagues around them that can help them? People still decide to keep quiet about their struggles and they battle it alone. Why do you think this happens? I really want to hear from you because this is something that's happening around the world and it's really sad to see, honestly. The number to call me this afternoon to share your thoughts with me on why you think people stay silent despite the fact that they have friends and family members around them when they are going through difficult time. People prefer to go through their issues on their own rather than telling family members and friends. The number to call me on this afternoon is 09155 917 917 09155 917 917. I'll love to hear from you this afternoon on the big question. The question for today is, why do you think people stay silent despite having family members and friends around them? Why do you think they stay silent about their struggles despite having family members and friends around them? The number once again is 09155 917 917 09155 917 917. We had a similar issue come up, sometimes ago. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You're welcome. What's your name or where are you calling from?
Yeah?
What's your name or where are you calling from?
I think network is bad. I'll just go right in. Okay, my name is Chiwendo. I'm calling from Lagos, Badagry.
You're welcome.
You asked the question that why do people keep silent despite what they're passing through, the challenges and everything around them. So for me, I feel that people. Okay, let me give you a personal experience.
Okay.
That sometimes you tell people things that you confide in someone and say, okay, this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm going through. All you want from that person is solace, encouragement, words of support and all of that. And you pick some people in your life whereby you share certain things with them. And the next thing is all over the place. Something you just want few people to pray with you, talk with you. The next is all over the place. And people misunderstand. That trying period, you just want a support system. You get,
yes,
so that you can just pass through it, come out better, come out, more. You come out more better.
yes.
You get. Then, before you know it, from one person to two person, even what you don't want to post on social media, what you don't want people to see, before you know it, it's all over the place. So I think people just like instead of this, I beg, might just keep on to myself. I know I understand a lot of things. Maybe you tell somebody something. This is what I'm passing through. This is what I'm passing through. And coming to hear it from someone else, they'll add salt and maggi and pepper and everything together. And even you walking on the street, you are not that confident to just walk.
Yes.
Let me say you're having financial struggles, you're having financial issues. And yes, it's just for a moment and just a trying period in your life. And before you know it, it's all over the place. So that is what I feel. It's not the best way anyway.
Yeah,
it is
of
never
course.
the best thing to do. Never the best thing to do. But I think why most people, despite the fact that you have a whole lot of people around you, you are never lonely. All right?
Yeah.
You have a lot of people around you. You are not alone. But you don't even know who to confide in.
Finding exactly.
Yes, okay, this person is going to, be my confidant. So that is what I feel.
That was really thoughtful. Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. Please always reduce the volume of your radio before you call so we don't have interference from both ends. But she mentioned really, really profound thoughts this afternoon. And it's very true because many times when people let other people know what they're going through, what's going on with them, then they now tell someone else as gist, or they say it like, oh, I'm just telling you so we can pray for this person, or but this is what this person is going through. But you're just gossiping, A lot of times people do not like to talk because of this particular issue, and I really really do agree with her. If you're the kind of person who when someone tells you something they're going through, you are fond of going around telling other people, you need to stop it, you need to change. A lot of people, we're losing people, ladies and gentlemen, we are losing people are dying silently, carrying bodies, souls that nobody knows about because they don't have anybody to share your struggle with any one of them. You cannot confidently tell your friends, oh, this is what I'm facing, this is what's happening with me. Because they would one some people do not even have any good advice to give in the first place. Somebody is coming to you with the struggles they are going through, they are overwhelmed, they're tired, and they're telling you, oh, this is what I'm going through. Please, I need help, I need advice. And all you can say is it is well. That's all the advice you have to give. No matter who asks you anything, all you can say is it is well. No word of encouragement, no, not it is well. People are calling you serious issues that they are silent against and not able to solutions to these people. The big question this afternoon is, why do people stay silent about their struggles, about their pains, despite having a lot of people around them? The number to call me on this afternoon is 09155 917 917 09155 917 917 to join the conversation this afternoon, because we know that many people are suffering quietly. They're suffering emotionally, they're suffering mentally, they're suffering financially, they're suffering physically. Lots of people are suffering. Ladies and gentlemen, that person around you who is the most jovial person, is the most happy person, they are going through something that nobody knows about. I recently saw a guy as well who killed himself. This guy killed himself, and he scheduled a post on Instagram. The post went live after he had died already, and it was just saying, you guys don't need to cry. I was just tired of life and all of that. And people were saying, I still spoke to him yesterday. We still gisted last week. He looked fine to me. He was okay. That what could be wrong? People were confused that why did this guy kill himself? We still spoke to him yesterday. We were still friends. We were still playing. We were still laughing. He was still cracking jokes and everything. And he still went ahead to kill himself because of the little things that are the in-depth battles that he was facing, that nobody could understand, that he could not share with anyone, because nobody would understand, because nobody some people do not even care enough to look at you deep down and say, how are you doing? How are you doing, for real, for real? How are you doing? When was the last time you called your friend and just told them, talk to me? What is going on with you? Do you have any issues? Do you have any struggles? I was also talking to a friend some days ago, and he was saying, I was asking that, why do men don't like to share their problems, even to their wives. They don't like to share their problems sometimes. And he was saying that many times, even if you share your problems too much as a man, people will tell you that, oh, you are weak, you're a weak man. Now, it's only a weak man that all the time. It's only a weak man that complains about the struggle, that you just carry your face and move on. And it is this moving on, just move on, just move. You suffered a heartbreak, they say you should move on. You have financial struggles, they say you should move on. You have job problems, they say you should move on. If you keep moving on every single time, a day will come you can't take it anymore. And this is why we keep losing people every single day. This is why people keep dying right before our eyes every single day. People are dealing with issues. People are dealing with depression. They're dealing with sickness, loneliness, anxiety, pressure, you name it. People are dealing with a lot of things. But you see them outside smiling, you see them happy, even if you cannot give advice. I think it's time we begin to pray, intentionally pray for our loved ones, our friends, our families, because you never can tell what someone out there is going through. The big question today still remains, why do people stay silent despite having a lot of friends and family members around them? Why do people stay silent about their struggles, about their pain, about their challenges, despite having family members and friends around them? I know that we've become very busy. Truthfully speaking, every single one of us, we have what we are going through. We have our own personal problems, we have our own personal challenges, and many times we are already busy, too overwhelmed with life to even genuinely check up on anyone. But a simple phone call, a simple "How are you really doing?" beyond the I'm fine" that all of us used to say, takes some time to actually ask, "How are you really doing?" And if by chance somebody going through, somebody opens up to you about what they are facing, don't